Hey guys, welcome back to our study on the 23rd Psalm. Now I'm going to repeat what we've went over so far up to this point, and then we'll talk about the line we're going to talk about today. So here's what we've done so far. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil. For you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, and my cup overflows. Here's what we're going to cover this week. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life. How would you describe or define goodness? Or how would you define mercy? Or some translations say love. But how would you define those two words? Think back about the sheep that we have talked about in the past several weeks. Think about how the shepherd cared for them and he comforted them and how he fed them. Do you think the sheep feel like the shepherd knows what's best for them? Do you think they feel the shepherd will always be there to give them what they need? Do you think they trust the shepherd? How about you? How do you feel that your shepherd will continuously have goodness for you or love or mercy for you? What about when things don't go your way? Perhaps you've waited to the last minute to finish an important assignment for school and the internet is down or the printer's out of ink. What about when you feel alone or afraid? What about when that good friend turns against you? Now these are those things that test your confidence in the case for Christ. But our shepherd is always there to give us goodness and love, even in our darkest moments. Even when we look back on things we didn't understand or thought God completely left us out of, you can see what happened and how it worked out for not only our good, but God's good. And it shows that he was in control the whole time. It's because of this goodness and mercy that we can build upon them to build a strong foundation and confidence in our walk with Jesus. When we know and understand that Jesus plays the same role as the shepherd in the psalm, and we are his sheep, why do we struggle to allow him to do what he needs to do in our lives? We always want to do these things instead of letting him work, because when we do let him work, we sometimes don't like the outcome. It's not what we wanted. We'll complain, we'll cry, we'll whine, but God knows what he's doing. Think back on this psalm. What should we do when God is working? Think about the sheep. Be content. Eat what we're given, what we're fed. Drink what we're led to. Seek his protection when tempted or being bugged. We should act like the sheep that we are, and we are God's sheep. Hopefully that helps you understand this line a little better. So, and hopefully you'll think about these questions that I ask you in this lesson and ponder upon what kind of sheep you are. So just remember that God loves you and we love you, and he made you, he loves you, and he wants to be your friend. We'll see you guys next week.